What is up? Welcome to the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Let's do this.
This is the Dodgers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, now we can officially start the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA, dating back to 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio. Tonight's episode of the Locked On Dodgers POSTCAST is brought to you by Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Turn any TV into your Xbox. No console needed. Head to amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to learn more. Well, a little rain delay got in the way a little bit. Wasn't a big ordeal. Fortunately, the Dodgers were able to hang on and prevail. I was curious how long they would wait. Probably because it's a one-run game and they can see the weather a whole lot more clearly. It's very predictable there in Atlanta when it comes to, or the whole South for that matter, when it comes to weather compared to SoCal anyway. They can be like, yeah, it's going to rain for like 40 minutes and then we'll be fine. And usually they're very accurate. And that's pretty much what happened tonight. I was like, yeah, they're going to wait through it because it's a one-run game. And being in Atlanta or Cumberland, they're going to give the Braves every opportunity to finish this game with 9 full innings. And that's what happened in the end. 2-1 the final. Yamamoto, the story of this game without a doubt.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Continuing to dominate and throw his hat in the ring early in the season for Cy Young, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, his 4th win of the season versus 2 losses. He goes 6 innings, allows just 1 hit, striking out 6 with 2 walks, 91 pitches, lowering his ERA from a tick over 1 to 0.9. He had it working tonight for sure. Practically unhittable, relying on the splitter as he has been doing for the majority of this season, which is a good sight to see when Yamamoto is on the mound. When the splitter is working, you know he's going to dominate and come out on top because it's just practically unhittable. I mean, that thing dances all over the zone and hitters just don't know what to do with it. He went, he went 5 2/3 before he gave up that hit. So the Braves were baffled to say the least. Again, 6 Ks, and when he's got the splitter working, he is a tough guy on the mound to deal with. And I feel like, you know, whenever he comes around, back like it was back in the day with Clayton Kershaw, right? Every time Kershaw would pitch, we would say Kershaw Day, and it felt like an automatic guaranteed win. And that's kind of how it feels right now with Yamamoto. Although he does have 2 losses, that is a little surprising to me, to be honest, the way he has pitched this season. But 4-2 now, 6 innings, no runs, just 1 hit, and 6 Ks. Dominant performance from him. Kirby Yates came in, gave up the home run. That was the only hit he gave up on 15 pitches to, was it Riley or was it Olsen? Yeah, Matt Olsen with the home run. To make it a 1-run ball game and get the Braves a little bit of life right before the rain delay. And then Matt Olsen was up in the bottom of the 9th with an opportunity to tie it again, but he walked. And then Evan Phillips finished off the frame with 2 Ks, 1 walk, 20 pitches, still a nil ERA, 0.0. Evan Phillips ERA. His first save of the season right there, though. Tanner Scott with the hold. He had 1 strikeout, the rest zeros on 18 pitches, a 2.25 ERA. So the pitching continues to look good. As for the turning point of the game,
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Mookie Betts, his first home run since April 14th. It's been a while for him. I know it's only a couple of weeks, but when you're Mookie Betts, we kind of expect more from him. And he's been struggling a little bit. It's gotten better. Obviously, the offensive output over the weekend against the this is the weekend where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday against the Marlins was fantastic. Everybody was getting hits there except for Conforto, which we'll get to in a little second here. But Mookie Betts 0-2 count, the home run on a four-seamer, 94 miles an hour, down and in, and he took care of business there, 398 feet for his fourth home run and the game winner. So kudos to Mookie Betts there. 2 hits on the day for him. Honorable mention, I guess we should say, for player of the game. I mean, when Yamamoto is pitching and he continues to do what he has been doing, we just expect that he is going to be player of the game, and you're going to have to really outshine him to steal those honors for him. And Mookie had a good day. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI, the home run, and only 1 case, batting .259 with a .438 slug and a .344 on base percentage. Shohei continues to be very, very inconsistent. Rick Monday pointed it out, believes and agrees with the theory that I have, or maybe I'm just agreeing with him. However you want to look at it, it's fine. I don't care. But the fact is that Shohei is still pulling that right side off pitches a lot. And he seems capable of pulling off and still hitting bombs. But lately, that hasn't been the case. He is pulling off and striking out. 2 Ks today, just looked disjointed, uncomfortable, not on the ball, not good. So, maybe it's he's got a new baby and he's not getting a lot of sleep sort of thing. If you're looking for an excuse, I don't know. It's just a situation where he's got to put in some work, I think, get in the cage and kind of figure out what's going on. I don't know how much work Shohei does in the cage. I know Mookie does. We talked about that a couple of nights ago, that when you see Mookie going wrong and something technically is off, he goes in the cage and works it out. And I feel like he's done that. I haven't heard a story about it yet, but I feel like his swing has gotten a little bit more level. He's not dropping that back shoulder and popping up quite as much. So he's starting to come out of it, and I'm sure a lot of it has to do with him getting in there and working through it. Now, I don't know if Shohei's that kind of guy. I'm assuming that he does the work. He's not just one of those, he's obviously naturally gifted, but he doesn't appear to be like the type of guy who just thinks he could show up and put on the uniform and go out there. So he appears to be the type of guy that goes into the cage and does the work, but it doesn't seem like he's been doing a whole lot of that lately, because his timing is off. He's swinging at bad pitches. He's very, very at times uncomfortable, and with that front side flying out and him flailing at bad pitches, he's not a tough out right now. So I'm not worried. I'm 100% sure that in a matter of a few days or a week at the most, he will come out of it. I mean, look, they're playing the Marlins after this Brave series, so that could be another get right moment for a lot of these guys that are going through it, including Michael Conforto, who is 2 of his last 35. 2 of 35. Holy cow. That is a slump. That is struggling, to say the least. 2 Ks today, did get on base with a walk. The batting average down to 152. At least he's getting on base. His on base percentage 304, and his slug is at 261. So I look at that guy's swing, and as I've said before, I'm a little stupefied as to why he's going through this slump, because the swing looks beautiful. I mean, it's so balanced and so nice. So I'm sure he'll come out of it as well, like Andy Pajes has, although his 9-game hitting streak came to an end today. Over that 9-game streak, or 8-game streak, he's batting .545. Wow. 0 for 3 today. The average at 283 and the OPS at 865. So he is really locked in. They talked about it on the broadcast that he looks just like a different guy. I mentioned it a few games ago. He just looks more relaxed, more comfortable. They said in pregame BP, when he's up there warming up, he just is so loose and free flowing, and it's just a different approach, a different guy, and it is definitely working. After the break, we will get into Will Smith, Max Muncy's day, and a little bit more on Teoscar Hernandez, who obviously has it going as well. It's the Locked On Dodgers postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out was when every game is done. We appreciate you allowing us to be your source for your team every day. Dodgers with a 2-1 win to extend the hitting streak, or the winning streak rather, to 6 in a row. Tonight's episode of the Locked On Dodgers postcast brought to you by Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. Did you know your Fire TV is also an Xbox? You can turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices. No console required. Just grab your paired controller, subscribe, or sign into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to go. Dive into hundreds of premium titles, including EA Sports, College Football 25 to Call of Duty, as easily as you stream your favorite shows. The great thing about the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K, there's a bunch of them. It's affordable, it is transportable, and it has a very low latency period, which means that it's like watching TV. It's right there for you. It reacts as fast as your brain can. So all of those things are a benefit. Got to get one. Head to Amazon.com/fire locked on to get it. Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller required. Available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K second gen, Fire TV Stick 4K Max, first and second gen, and Fire TV Cube third generation. Dodgers squeak one out after a little rain delay, holding on for the win. Evan Phillips coming in for his first save of the season. 0.0 ERA for EP. Tanner Scott, a nice outing. Kirby Yates gave up a home run, but got out of it, so he earns the hold. And Yamamoto was dialed in today. 6 Ks, over 6 innings, had a no-hitter working into the 6th. Just 1 hit with 2 walks, 91 pitches. The ERA now down to 0.90. As for some of the slumpers that you guys like to point out, even when we win, Max Muncy still trying to find it. Some of you believe, like Isaiah, Isaiah's saying be patient. Like Max Muncy's coming around. He did hit a very deep, long ball that was about, they said, a few inches. At that point, I was listening on the radio. They said it was under a foot from hitting the fair pole or going around it. So it was nearly a home run. But of course, he struck out. And it got me to thinking, I'm sure this stat is out there. Maybe our friend Jeff from Locked On Dodgers can find it for me, because I wouldn't have any idea where to look for this. But I'm sure the metric is out there. I would love to know how many of Muncy's Ks come after he nearly hits a home run, because he does it all the time. Long foul balls and then strikes out. You would think that he was, I'm on it. I'm right on it. I'm almost there. I'm close. And then he scorches a base hit or, hits a home run or something. He's only got 1 home run on the season, which, by the way, was Wednesday. My daughter and I were at the game. We didn't make it home in time to do the show, but got to see Max Muncy's first home run, which was pretty cool. He was pretty excited. That was nice. And I turned to my daughter. I go, that's his first home run. And she says, ever? It's like, no, not ever. Obviously, you've seen Max Muncy hit home runs before. But it seems like forever. It's been a long time. That was his first one of the season. So almost got his second one today, but still struggling. 0 for 3 today, 2 Ks, batting average at 188. Some of you are not believing that he is going to come around. Tim points out that Max Muncy was wearing glasses today. He was indeed. They talked about that on the radio broadcast quite a bit. And I guess his vision was not what he thought it was, not up to par. So got some glasses, and maybe that'll help. Hey, it helped Kike last year. Maybe it'll help Max this year. So he's look, the bottom line is Max Muncy's our third baseman. Okay. and he's not going to be DFA'd. He's not going to be sent to AAA. They're going to let him get work through it. That's the bottom line. Dave Roberts has done it before, and he's going to continue to do it. I mean, look, we were all ready to get rid of Andy Pages a week and a half ago, weren't we? I know I was, because the defense is suspect at times. It's also fantastic at times. Andy Pages is really just a frustrating player. He can be super exciting and super frustrating because he makes fantastic defensive plays, climbing the wall, throwing dudes out, and then he'll drop balls that are routine outs. So what that boils down to me is, as Roy points out, he's only 24. Max Muncy is closer to 40 than 30, right? We're not necessarily comparing the two, but Max Muncy is definitely an older player, and Andy Pages is young, so he's going to get more reliable. And obviously, whatever he's figured out with the hitting, maybe he needs to talk to Max about it a little bit because it is working for him. But Muncy's still struggling. Can't seem to get on any sort of nice roll. Wednesday, he had 2 hits, including the homer. The Tuesday game, he was 0 for, and the Monday game, he was 2 for 2. I'm sorry, 2 for 4. So, 2 hits, no hits, 2 hits. It's getting better. It's getting better. The bottom line is they're going to let him work through it. He's only got 96 total at bats. The number Dave Roberts throws out when this question is asked early in the season is 150 to 160. I've heard him say that number about a handful of guys on this team, and Max Muncy is one of them. So we're going to see at least 60, 70 more at bats from Max Muncy every game. And then at that point, maybe there'll be more discussion, but I doubt it. I feel like he'll be picking it up and hitting the ball and, getting more consistent and getting that average above 200, and he'll be producing the way that we expect him to produce. And the other thing about Max Muncy, he's kind of like Kike, where his defense is solid, and in the postseason, he's clutch. So that's another reason I don't think they're too stressed about him having a 188 batting average. Will Smith with a hit and an RBI tonight. It was a sac fly, but hey, an RBI is an RBI. He's batting .316 to lead, not lead the team. Freddie's leading the team. Freddie had a hit today. Can't believe we've made it through 17 and a half minutes, and we haven't mentioned Freddie Freeman as the Dodgers are playing in Atlanta against the Braves, Freddie's former home. But 1 for 3 tonight for Freddie, 1 strikeout and 1 walk. He's batting .319. The OPS, well over 1,036. Very nice for Freddie. He is on fire right now. Teoscar also on fire, but not today. The fire was cooled, doused a little bit today in Atlanta. He had a 9-game hitting streak, leading the majors in RBI. So he is red hot. Did I say that Pages had a 9-game hitting streak? Yeah, I guess I was wrong about that. My mistake. Teo is the one with the 9-game hitting streak, which came to an end today. But Andy Pages, over his last 8 games, is batting .545. He had an 0 for today as well. So unfortunate for them, but nice to see Freddie with the hit in Atlanta and Will Smith keeping it going, batting .316 with an OPS over 900. So he's still red hot for the Dodgers. 2-1 win today. Nice to see. 6 in a row, 22-10. Evening their road record at 7-7. Let's hope they can keep it up tomorrow. Game 2 of this series against the Bravos in Atlanta or Cumberland. Back at it, 4:15. Roki Sasaki will take on Spencer Schwellenbach. So make sure you check that out. And of course, we will be right here on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel to break it down for you when it is all over and done with. I am Pete Fox. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your comments. Don't forget to check out Jeff and Vince, the Locked On Daily Dodgers podcast, Monday through Friday, breaking it down in more depth than we do here on the post game. We just give you the instant reaction. Those guys get into the deep parts of what's going on in the Dodger universe. A more in-depth examination with Jeff and Vince on the Locked On Daily Dodgers podcast. Make sure you check them out. Take care. We will talk tomorrow.